What's going on, everyone? It's Mike, back again. You saw me yesterday, and who have we got with me? We've got a new guest today.
Yo, everyone. Have you missed me? I hope you missed me. I'm all right. I'm tired. Done a lot of mileage the last 2 days. Fucking hell.
So, yeah, John's back, guys. John is back, and what we decided to do was we'll just throw this watch along in there. My family are out. My missus is out. My boy is out. John's free as a fiddle. So we thought, fuck it. Let's just do a watch along. And let's watch this game, Burnley against Spurs. If people are wondering what top I'm in my Sevilla away or home, whatever shirt it was, 2018 to 19 season. John, I understand you might have an unboxing as well there.
I have. I'm just going to get the flaps out of the wee box to open it.
What a start.
Here we go, folks. So I've got, the Marseille home shirt from 2019-2020. So let's have a look at this, folks. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, you see, it's nice, that is.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's decent, isn't it?
So listen, folks. If you're interested in any of them tops, Michael has put the link just below his big fat chin, and it says. So if you go onto that on Twitter, they are on Twitter. Getshirtyshop.co.uk. That's the website, but they also are on Twitter. £80 a box. You don't know what you're getting. It is a mystery box. So if you're not interested, Michael has got a discount code that he will tell you about now.
DCL is God. DCL is God.
Here's the code. If you use that code, you do get 10% off. So my reckoning, it will cost you £27. Give it a go, folks, and see what box you open.
Absolutely. And guys, let's get straight into the comments. HOLLIE, AGOMBAR, one of my favourites. John absolutely loves that. Come on, you Spurs. There you go. I asked her to share, and she says she's on it. So thank you, HOLLIE. Up the fucking toffees. How come you're watching this? To be honest, it was to get John back, actually, just to get him on one, because we missed him. Cal Blundell, hello guys. Hello, big man. How are you? CJ01, need the Clarets to do something here. Yeah, Spurs have got a very, very good squad. We could do with Burnley turning them over here. Paul Hewitt, come on, you Burnley. Yeah, good to see. Up the Burnley. Presley V, holla. HOLLIE, AGOMBAR, it's game day. Toffee girl, hello, Mike and John. Nice to see you back, John. There you go.
Cheers.
Neil Owen, good to see you, John. Welcome back, bud. That's lovely.
Thank you very much. Nice welcomes there.
We've got some lovely Neil Owen. Good to see you, John. Welcome back, bud.
Cheers, Neil. Good to be back. I have to come back because the channel's been struggling, to be fair. So Michael begged me to come back on. So here I am.
Oh yeah, it's been struggling. Yeah, Jesus Christ, we've had one of the most successful weeks in the channel's history. Cal Blundell, I don't. I'm guessing I don't get the overreaction from last night. We lost, so one win in 8 or 9 games. I wouldn't have beat your hand off last season for that. We lost. Who cares? Up the toffees. Exactly. HOLLIE, please don't jinx it, lads. Tonight watching this, normally I'm the one who jinxes it. Well, you watch it with us. Everton Botches, this isn't an Everton live stream. It's not, mate, so join us for it. Could be interesting to see what James Rodriguez comes up against on a weekly basis. Abigail Barfoot, what's going on, everyone? It's Abigail back again. We love to see it. Up the fucking toffees. Nice to see you, John. Everton Bosches, welcome back, John. Finally, we start winning again. Yeah, well, it was a big blow without John.
I was thinking that. The only one I haven't done, we've lost.
Yeah. Iwobi deserves shooting. I prefer Margaret Thatcher than him, and I'm Scouse. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, Cal. Fabian Delph, John's back. Absolute scenes. Thought on the game yesterday. John, sorry to ask. John, what was your thoughts on the game yesterday?
To be honest, I didn't see it. Sounds bad, that, but from all accounts, I was speaking to Michael after the game, and the question I asked him was it our worst performance of the season under Ancelotti? And Michael's response was, it'd be hard to argue with the performance. Apparently, a lot of players were off colour. Allen was one. Doucouré was one. James looks like he probably played with an injury by all accounts. Calvert-Lewin was starved of service. I've seen the Luca Dean sending off. Apparently, Everton are going to appeal it.
Yeah.
When I've watched it back, I think if he doesn't make the first tackle before he steps on his foot, it's probably not a red. I think he's given the red because he fouled him just leading up to where he stood on his foot. For me, the stamp on the foot or the stand on the foot was accidental. I think there's a good chance it will get overturned myself.
I hope so, mate. Absolutely hope so. You've got some lovely comments in here, John, I must say. John and Mike have a little soft spot for Spurs. To be honest, I'm kind of hoping you lose tonight, Ollie. I don't want to upset you.
We need you to lose, Ollie. We need you to lose. But I only see a Spurs win, to be fair. I was listening to Talk Sport today and Talk Night, and the fella who was on, I can't remember who it was now. I think it was Troy Deeney this morning. He was saying Spurs' frontline attack is quite scary. When you look at Son, you look at Kane, you look at Bale, they're very capable of hurting teams, them three up front. It looks like Mourinho has finally got them playing the way he wants to play now. He's got the system in place, listen, I think Tottenham are going to have a very good season, to be fair.
Yep. Ian Millsy, absolutely love you, mate. Have a good show, gents. We will make sure that if you haven't heard it so far, make sure you go over to Across the Park podcast and you listen on a Monday to their after-match thoughts. They get right on it. Liverpool fans against Everton fans, 2v2. They absolutely go for it. And I'm always on the blue side, obviously. Jack Jackson, how are we, fellas? Good to see John back. A lot of people love you here, John. Hollie, I feel like I'm outnumbered tonight. Sorry, Hollie. It's just, as an Everton fan, Spurs are definitely, we're rivals this season. We weren't last season. We are this season. Abigail Caroline Barfoot. Sweet Caroline. Should we do it? Sweet Caroline.
You do it for the team. Go on.
No, that's it. I've got it. Right. Yes. Uncle's Grunt, 12:35. Love the channel growth lately. Yeah, honestly, the channel last week, absolutely.
I wasn't on.
It was unbelievable. Fucking hell. Jesus. John, Mozart 36, nice to see Fun Face is back. I've missed him. There you go, mate. Good to put you in.
What's face?
It's because you look like a thumb. Look at me, John. Look at me. There you go. There's your head.
That's your dick.
Oh, brutal. Carl Blunder, Iwobi deserves shooting. Read that one earlier. Carl Molyneux, hello, lads. Great to see you back, John. Blue Nose, yes, welcome back, John, lad. I tell you what, there's a lot of positive comments here, by the way.
Yeah, I just want to jump in there. Thanks very much. Thanks very much for the kind comments. It has been a long sabbatical that I took for reasons we won't go into. But anyway, so don't ask me. Don't put in the comments why I wasn't on the channel, because we're not going to say. But
it was working for Amazon.
Yeah, I'm working for Amazon, yeah. But it's great to be back. I have missed you all, just like you have said, you have missed me. So it is good to be back. Thought I'd get myself back in slowly tonight, watching the Burnley Spurs game, all ready for Sunday.
Exactly. So let's just go through the teams. We've got Nick Pope in goal. Back four for Burnley of Matthew Loughton, Charlie Taylor, James Tchaikovsky, and 28, Kevin Long. Kevin Long's surprised me this season. Very decent left back. Mad, bearing in mind he only really, he's been at Burnley a long, long time, and he's only really started this season and last season to get games. Then they've got a decent midfield here of Goodmanson, very dangerous on the side. Josh Brownhill, Dwight McNeil, again, another player I massively rate, and Westwood in the middle of the park with Chris Woods, the aerial threat, and Ashley Barnes, who, a couple of years ago was the Burnley equivalent of Diego Costa, if you remember. Then we go on to the Spurs side We've got Hugo Lloris in goal, Matt Doherty, Toby Alderweireld, Eric Dyer and Ben Davies. So certainly, Burnley will certainly be looking to get in between Eric Dyer and Ben Davies today. That's their weak link, I would say. Midfield, Højbjerg, Heung-min Son, Moussa Sissoko, Lucas Moura and Tanguy Ndombele, who has started this season really, really well. And up front, we've got Harry Kane, who has this season, uncharacteristically, got more assists than he has goals. Unbelievable.
I think him and Son work very well together. I think Son scored more than him, so it looks like he's been the provider for Son this season, whereas it used to be the other way around. Listen, you can say what you want about Son. Yeah, he is a little shit for what he's done to Gomez, but for me, he's a really, really good player, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like you said, and I sort of said this in the video I did after, we look at Son and we say that he deliberately done Gomez. And that's similar to what Liverpool are saying about Pickford doing Van Dijk. Do you get what I mean? It's very similar in sort of sentiment, isn't it?
Do you know, Hollie's not going to like this. Listen, for me, there was more intent from Son.
Yeah, and agreed, because I think you could say that he was lunging into it, whereas Pickford has just tried to come and stop the ball coming across the box.
I think Pickford's made himself big in an orthodox way.
Yeah.
So by making himself big, it's the knee that's hit Van Dijk. Yeah, it doesn't look good. At the time, I said, it was a derby. My emotions were high. I said, it wasn't a foul. Looking back now, I will eat my words and say, there was no intent to hurt him, in my opinion, and I think that was the difference between Son and Pickford. But listen, that's gone now. You wouldn't think it's gone the way they're still crying about it every day. It's like fucking Big Brother with them.
Have you seen our comments? Have you seen our comments? Yeah. Our comments and our videos are an absolute joke. It's full of red shite. Yeah. I tell you what, brilliant. Carl Shields, I wouldn't tire of volleying Son in the face. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We don't condone violence, Carl. Jesus wept, man. Woo, Jesus. We're about to kick off as far as I've got. I am 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm probably behind everyone because I watch this through my PlayStation, so we are probably behind. Should we go through some more of these comments, John?
Yeah, do you want me to go through them?
I don't mind, mate. It's easy for me. I'm on my laptop.
Yeah, because you've just read the bottom one. I've missed loads.
I've sort of... So I'm up to 752. Yes, welcome back, John, by Blue Nose. Then we've got Evertonian Luke.
Yeah. Yes, the lads, I'll throw the game on now. Why are you doing a watch-along? Can't beat commentary up the fucking toffees. Can't beat your commentary. Yeah, we're better, mate. Just don't even bother with Sky. Just listen to us and we'll tell you the score.
We're up to 57 viewers as well, which, bearing in mind, this isn't even an Everton game. I think that's quite bloody good, actually. So thanks for your support, guys, as always. Ball's just been twatted out of play. Matthew Loughton's gone for an early shower, it looks like. He's fucking walked into the stand and everything. He's took his seat with his season tickets and the rest of them. John's lost his stream. He's still on Wednesday last week.
What minute are you on?
I'm on 43, 44 seconds. Adi Pope, good to see you, John. The channel's gone to shit without you. We love you, John. Brilliant. Thanks, Adi. Thanks, mate. Thanks for the support. Cal Blundell, I want to snap that horrible, stupid Icelandic muppet. Which one do you mean? Holly, right, I'll be back at half time, lads, because I'll probably be losing my shit when Spurs go down 1-0. See you later. I fucking love her. I do. I fucking love her. She's brilliant.
Yeah, I can't see Spurs getting beat tonight. What score do you reckon, Michael?
I think it's 2-1 Spurs. I think it's 2-1 Spurs tonight, mate. Yeah.
Put your phone on silent.
Welcome back, John. Welcome back.
Right, here we go. Right, so let's get into these comments. That you done Carl Molyneux, didn't you? David Moyes says, boys, why watch this game? It was just something to do and to integrate me back into the channel. I have had a sabbatical. Eugene McGeevy, Premier League set for PPV vote, pay-per-view vote. Yeah, I did hear about that. Apparently, there is rumours they're going to quash it. I don't know I don't know how that'll work. Whether they'll put them back on free to air, I don't know. I don't think Sky will be happy with that. They will have to come to some sort of agreement, I think. Carl Blundell, I would watch my ex and her new fella, then a Wobie, Gilfie and Delph in our midfield ever again. I tell you what, Carl, that's the extreme. That they must have been really poor yesterday. Carl Blundell says in Concrete Masterclass, yeah, I think if Luca Dean doesn't get his red card overturned, I think he will play on Sunday, to be fair. Carl Blundell says again, Harry Kane eats crayons. Brilliant. David Moyes says, I'll give the foundation for West Ham just like I did for my favourite club from Merseyside. Yeah. And then you fucked us off behind our back and tried to sign our players while you were still Everton manager. But apart from that, Paul Hewitt, did you see this story in the Red Echo that Spurs wanted to swap Bale for Baines? Would you have ever done it? I think the thing he has with Leighton Baines is he had a lot of chances to leave Everton Football Club. He was linked with Man United. He was linked with the MLS as well a couple of times. Harry Kane just puts one over the bar.
I am back. As you know, John, my sister-in-law, she's in hospital having a baby.
Yeah, and how many inches?
It worked brilliant. It looks like she's going down for an emergency C-section.
Oh my God! I've called it all.
We called it earlier. She'll be fine.
She's been in since fucking Easter. So the question was, apparently the Red Echo have said that Spurs wanted to swap Bale for Baines when he was. Yeah. Would you have done it? As I say, probably only because when Bale was at Spurs the first time, he was a fantastic player. I think he would have found it hard to get Baines to leave Everton. As I said before, he had opportunities to go to Man United. He had opportunities to go to the MLS, and he didn't go. And listen, he's back at the club. He's back at the club now. So listen,
let's put that in perspective, though, John. Let's put it in perspective. At the time, Gareth Bale was not even getting into that Spurs team. He was playing as a left back. Tottenham and Harry Redknapp did not know what he would do a season later, 2 seasons later. So for me, there's no doubt that in hindsight, you probably go, yes, I would have swapped them. But at the time, no, you wouldn't have. And actually, Baines has been a hell of a player for us. Hell of a player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still getting our team now. You know, you look at yesterday with Godfrey getting a new bumhole whipped to him constantly over and over again, getting fisted constantly. You could have stuck Baines at right back and he'd have done a job yesterday.
Well, the thing is, what's happened here?
Don't know what's happened.
The thing is, with Leighton Baines, as I said before, he had the opportunities to leave Everton. I think you would have had to drag him out of Everton Football Club to move to anywhere. He's got the club to heart. And listen, me, like most people, are made up that Baines is back at the club now in some capacity. You know, we did deserve it. I think, you know, I mean, he didn't even have a testimonial, did he? Do you know what I mean? And he's another one. Baines didn't get a testimonial. Tony Ibbott didn't get one. Ozzy didn't get one, you know. And testimonials seem to be dying out.
Spurs are in there. Lucas Moura gets the ball down the right-hand side of the pitch. He sprays the ball across the box, and Pope with good hands there. Cameron from the Mighty Blues has just chipped in to say, good to see you, John. Back. There you go. You see? There you go.
I like Cam.
There you go.
Usually McGeever, Sky Sports and BT won £14.95 pay-per-view scrapped as human fans boycott unpopular scheme in favour of charity. Yeah, I did see that. I think it was Newcastle. I
did it yesterday. It yesterday. Every penny that went towards yesterday's stream got donated. At the end of the game, there was £54 I donated last night to feeding children around Goodison Park.
Yeah, well done.
My £15 was in there for our pay-per-view game in a couple of weeks. I can't remember who it's against, but we're on pay-per-view against someone. So I've put my £15 in already.
Dave Walker's right there. Hibbo did get a testimonial because I remember he scored.
Mm. He
Gordon
did, yeah.
Bennett
He did.
says,
He scored against AKA Athens or something. He scored a free kick. We rioted.
Gordon Bennett put Osman had a testimonial. I don't think Ozzy did he? Because I think didn't he find out through a text message or something along the lines of that. I'm sure Osman didn't have a testimonial. I'm sure someone will put us right. Gordon Bennett reckons he did anyway.
No, do you know what? I think he might have against someone like Benfica.
I don't know. I can't think.
I can't think either. Can't think.
Adam Smith says Everton the past few games have looked very slow.
There's a lot of Everton fans that have said, obviously we got a decent piece of luck against Crystal Palace, with that handball. But at the time it was handball. That was the rules at the time. They've changed since.
I'm not having this. Luck evens itself out over the season, Michael, and it's about time we had a bit of luck. And yeah, we have looked a bit slower. We started the season on fire, and we were chasing balls down, and from the first minute to the 90th minute, we were putting a shift in, and yeah, it has eased off, but we've still been getting the results. So listen, I said this to Michael yesterday. I don't think we'll play as bad again. I think now the mentality is different. We can all see that the mentality is completely changed. Ancelotti will not stand for a performance like that, because if they do put another performance in like that, he will make changes. It's as simple as that.
Oh yeah, they'll be out.
Yeah, and we can do that now. I'm not saying the players who will come in will be as good as the starting 11, because obviously he's going to bring the likes of Davis and Sigurdsson in, if he has to, but he will make changes, and he can. I expect. Now, the way Everton Football Club is at the minute, we are still flying. It's only 1 defeat in 8 in Cup and League games, 9 or whatever it is. I find it hard to believe we will be that poor again on Sunday. I think Newcastle could be in for a beating on Sunday.
I hope so. Can I just give this a shout out? AD Pope, you're a top lad, Mike, for doing that. Top man, so kind of you. I really do appreciate it. And the reason why I haven't sort of shared it on Twitter or anything like that is, it's not about that, as communities. I hate the fact that I'm not in Liverpool. I hate the fact that I'm not Scouse. My mum and my dad's a very lucky man, in my opinion, to know Liverpool, to be raised in Liverpool. The community in Liverpool is the best in the world, and the kids around Goodison and around the surrounding areas of Liverpool, well, I mean, me and John could go through a whole list of places where, people aren't as fortunate and equally aren't looked after. We all know that the Tory government hate Liverpool, hate the North. We all know that. I can't stand Tories. So if that 50-something quid can go towards buying some bread and some ham and some chicken and some crisps and all of that, it's the fucking least I could do. It's the fucking
Michael's
least.
just named everything he had for his tea then.
Brilliant. Actually, my tea is looking at me up there.
I haven't
eaten it. What'd you say?
Is in the dog.
Fucking hell. I'm telling you now, if she eats my dinner, I'll be kicking her ass.
Make a stand 5. This is a question to me and you, Michael. Mike and John, my team Brighton can't even get 3 points versus West Brom tonight. What do we need to do? We have brought some decent players. When I looked, it was 1-0 to Brighton. I wasn't aware of the score.
I watched the whole game.
What score was it?
It was 1-1 in the end. West Brom didn't turn up at all in the first half. Didn't. They did in the second. Brighton turned up in the first half and then didn't in the second. To be honest, Brighton had the opportunities, Brighton, in the first 15, 20, 25 minutes, and they didn't apply that dominance. Although West Brom come into that game the second half, they didn't do anything to beat them. And that's the sort of mentality thing. That's the thing that sort of Graham Potter's learning, in my opinion, at Brighton. They've got some good players. I love Trossard. I think he's great. Pascal Gross in the middle of the park, he's great. They've got Webster at the back alongside Dunk, a good goalkeeper in goal. Malpay, who knows where the net is. Brighton have got all the buildings of a great side. of a good side. They're just not clinical enough yet, but I do think it'll come, and I do not think that they'll get relegated this season, not even close.
No, I was just looking at the league there while you were talking. Brighton at 16th at the minute on 5 points. You know, for me, I'll say it already now. I think Brighton will stay up. I think Brighton will have a better season than last season. They look more dangerous this season. As Maker Stan said, they brought some better quality players in, which they probably didn't do last season.
There's at least 3 teams worse than Brighton. I mean, you think about it. I mean, Fulham, Sheffield United, and West Brom. They're all worse than Brighton. Then.
Well, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Brighton. If you're a Brighton fan tonight, you want Burnley to get beat here. Because Burnley's bottom on 2 points, you know, so it drags Brighton straight into that bottom 3 or near enough. So this is the teams that Brighton will be hoping that they get beaten. It's a bit early to be saying this, but for me, I think Brighton are better than Fulham and Burnley and West Brom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sheffield United have surprised me how poor they've been this season. You know, I don't know what that's down to. You know, I don't know. Listen, I say this all the time. I think managers who have a good season, a lot of them tend to go into the season with the next season with the same tactics and the same, you know, team setup and what have you. They don't seem to change it because they've had a good season.
Yeah,
I think this is where it's biting Chris Wilder on the arse now. He should have changed it a bit to push on again this season. I think Sheffield United, for me, have been found out this season. And I think that's probably why they are struggling where they are. Yeah. You know, they haven't won a game this season, Sheffield United. You know, they haven't won a game. They drew one game. The what?
North Burnley?
No, they haven't, no. And this is what I mean. For me, the bottom 3 teams there now, at least 2 of them are going to go down for me, Burnley and Fulham. And I think it'll be a fight between Sheffield United and West Brom for that other 3rd place.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Paul Hewitt, why did the players look tired yesterday against Southampton? We're well up for it. To be honest, I can't answer that. I don't know.
I think, I said this to Michael, I think maybe it was a bit cocksure of themselves because of the season we've had up to now. I think you probably had a few of the players, in my opinion, who went there yesterday thinking, well, we've only got to turn up. We're flying here. We'll beat Southampton. And it come back to bite them on the arse. Apparently, I mean, as again, I didn't see it, but Southampton were miles ahead, streets ahead of Everton's performance yesterday.
Yeah, they were dominant start to finish yesterday, by about 10, 15 minutes. Dave Walker, honorary Scouser, Mark. Well, I really appreciate that, mate, honestly. Scott 1878, hello, lads. Hello, Scott. Up the fucking toffees. At the end of the day, we were shocking yesterday, and the players completely bottled an amazing chance to put some distance between us and the other big six. Hoping next week we bounce back. Exactly, but we're learning to change that mentality. It's not like that, and we're all of a sudden a top side. We're not.
I've said this season for me is a season of transition. You know, we're not going to go from where we finished last season. You know. And let's be honest about it. We're not going to win the league, and you know, we'd all love it on us, obviously, but I don't think we will. For me, it's a season of transition, and you are going to get more games like yesterday. But what I will say, and what I'm very, very confident about, is we'll have a lot more better games, a lot more better games than what we've had like yesterday. You know, you look at the games we've played this season, apart from yesterday. Nearly every one of them performances this season have been better than 95% of the performances from last season already. So it's small steps. And listen, maybe the season, how we've started, was too much of a bigger leap. And I know what I mean by that. Listen, it's been a great leap, you know what I mean, because of where we are in the league and all that. But you are going to get performances like yesterday. So, you know, it is something we're going to have to live with. But they will get less and less and less and less. Once he brings more players in that he wants and this team gels, and, you know, we missed the service to Calvert-Lewin yesterday, and Richarlison was a big miss. For me, from all accounts, Coleman was the biggest miss yesterday.
Yeah, in my opinion, he was. I
So,
tell you what,
know,
this game, it's been an interesting 18 minutes, really. It really has. Cal Blundell, Mike should donate to get Iwobi sacked. Brilliant. Stephen Broughton, why do Tories hate Liverpool? I have no idea, mate, but they always have and they probably always will. They've never backed us.
Well, the thing is, I think what you find at Liverpool is it's the majority is Labour. There is some parts of Liverpool. Apparently, there was 5,000 people in Bootle that voted Tory. Why? You know, I don't know one person who votes Tory. For me, Boris Johnson is finishing the job that Margaret Thatcher started. Yeah. That's what he's trying to do. Kids should not. There's a comment there. Kids shouldn't be going hungry in 2020, and it's a sad situation. Do you know the money that this COVID has cost to try and put the country right? £12 billion for a track and trace system that doesn't work, but yet Ireland's cost £500,000, and it's absolutely smashing it. The bill that this government has caused by giving all this money out, and don't get me wrong, as a self-employed person, I have had the two self-employed, so I've benefited from it. But if I would have known at the time, I would have given at least one of them to the kids to make sure kids are fed. Now, for me, I listened to talk radio, and someone said if everyone in this country got given £1 million, that had cost the government 67 million quid, right? The bill that this COVID has created and the way this government have threw money around everywhere to get this track and trace, friends putting money in the pockets. The fellow who runs it is an ex-Tory. They've got people sitting in front of a computer watching how it's working. These people are on £7,000 a day. £7,000 a day. Boris Johnson's brother's got something to do with it. It's into the trillions now that this government has magically found this money to back all these companies to help their mates out. And it hasn't helped the country whatsoever. It's gone worse. If everyone got given £1 million, 67 million quid. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just going to say John for fucking Prime Minister.
But it's wrong, Michael. 2020, kids go hungry. I've started seeing my kids hungry. You know, it's a sad, sad situation that we're in. And I'll tell you something now. People up north, so all these people from up the north now, please vote in the next election and get these out, because if you don't, they're going to get another term in and they'll carry on doing what they're doing.
Barnes has just had the ball in the net for Spurs. Ball comes over. He is definitely offside. Definitely off. The ball's been thunder twatted back into the box, and he's thunder twatted it into the back of the net and made it 1-0, but it has been ruled out due to offside. Tommy the Butcher, I love Everton fans, passionate, not scared to give our players a piece of their mind. Absolutely. Adi Pope, we aren't as deluded as them across the park. We know we would lose at some point. Exactly. Paul Hewitt, in 2020, how do some kids go hungry? It's a fucking travesty. Stephen Broughton, Mike, who is your favourite Midlands team? Do you know what? That's really difficult for me because when I was younger, I've played for all of them. I know it doesn't look it now. I look like a fucking egg. But when I was younger, I played for West Brom, Villa, Walsall. I never played for Wolves, but I don't really, they're a bit further up. To be honest, I'll probably go West Brom.
Really?
No, I'll probably go West Brom, yeah. Probably go West Brom because I was the Everton mascot at West Brom, and it was amazing what they did for me, really, because I was in the academy as a 13-year-old lad, too old to be the mascot for Everton, and I got a call, and it was from the academy director at the time, a guy called Clive, and he said to me, Mike, do you fancy being the Everton mascot on Saturday? It was a 5:15 kickoff. I said, yeah, right, if you want. I'll be the Everton mascot. So anyway, Everton send me the kit down, and I have this amazing experience. And I remember seeing David Moyes in the dressing room. I remember I was in the dressing room with all of the lads, and Simon Davis come up to me and he said, "Do you play football?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I play here." I said, "Marcus Spence got a massive angel tattoo on his back." James Beattie was in there, Mikel Arteta. It was just an amazing experience to be there. And then we got absolutely twatted 4-0. Absolutely twatted 4-0. And I scored a couple of goals past Nigel Martin. And we went out after to sort of celebrate the fact I'd been mascot and whatever with the family. And the guy walked up to me at this thing and he said, "Were you the mascot today for the game?" I went, "Yeah, I was the Everton mascot." I said, "I scored past Nigel Martin." He went, "Yeah, so did we." I thought, "You fucking twat." Alex Taylor, "Yes, boys, John, back getting." Yeah, John loves it up his getting. He loves it right up his back. Uncaused Grunt 1235. I bet they want to feed the kids, but all just political because people on the other side said give them food. The other side won't. I don't know. I can't accept anyone not feeding children. To Smithy, who obviously was on the fan reaction video last week after the Liverpool game. Ashley Barnes just accidentally elbowed Toby Alderweireld and he needs stitches and a massive bandage around his head. Didn't go to VAR. Barnes didn't get a booking, but Digne was deliberate. Yeah, well, it's Everton, ain't it? It's what we're going to start seeing that. Paul Hewitt, it would cost a lot more than 67 million quid. It would.
I'm just going off the amount of people who's in the country.
Yeah. Abigail Barfoot. Osman's testimonial was a 1-1 against Porto. It was Besic's debut, and Ron was introduced to the crowd. I remember that. I was there. And Besic come on.
She knows the shit, doesn't she, Abigail?
She does. And Besic come on and absolutely dominated the midfield. He walks on. The first thing he does is skin 3 players in the edge of his own fucking...
Right, I remember that. We thought it was going to be a player here. There's a question for you, Michael. Alex CH, you see Barkley pissed in Trent Alexander-Arnold's mouth. What do you do?
Get a Barkley tattoo on my fucking arm.
I run up behind him and push his head so the whole lot goes.
But then Trent Alexander-Arnold bites, so he's just took a load of piss and he's lost his cock. It works out well for everyone.
What a touch that is.
Where are you? You go, John, you go. You're back. You fucking go.
Adam Smith, these next 2 games are so important. I'm confident we win both, or at least we will get, I'm assuming, 4 points out of 6. Do you know what? I've been that busy. I know we play Newcastle. I don't even know what it is after that.
You see how he shuts down when he reads comments on the screen? John just goes. He just completely fucking goes. Oh, it's Sam Everton Rose.
Newcastle.
What you say?
Who do we play after Newcastle?
Manchester United at home.
Oh, we'll be 6 points out of 6.
6 points. Honestly, John, the next 6 games, Everton, look, I'm tampering this. Everton could easily win all 6.
We beat Southampton, didn't
we? We could win all 6. I'm not even joking. We're away at Fulham. We've got Leeds at home. I'm not being funny. There's 12 points there, mate. Fucking 12 points. We'll beat Leeds at Goodison.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
We said we beat Norwich in December at Goodison.
Let's not go there, John. That was your first time on the fucking match reactions. Jesus, wet.
There we go.
Good to see you there. Just good to see you there, Rose. And absolutely, just a massive shout out to Rose. Rose, Rose is a smaller channel than ours. She's done really well this year. I think she's had something like 1,400, 500 subscribers this year. She's done a brilliant job. Yesterday, she got 3,500 viewers on her watch along. She absolutely smashed it. So absolutely credit to you, Rose. Absolutely brilliant. And before John, and before you say, did they come off our watch along? No, because we still hit 10,000 as well. So that's 2 Everton fan channels that are absolutely smashing it at the minute.
Paul Hewitt, it's 67 billion, not 67 million. My apologies, yeah. But the debt that the government has got by putting money into all these things that they're trying to, back their mates and what have you, is trillions. So, 67 billion still covers it. Stephen Broughton, is the Midlands protected by the Tories?
Not where I live. Not where I live and the surrounding areas. No, we all vote Labour.
The North, South, and listen, this isn't a watch along to do politics and what have you, but the North-South divide is getting bigger and bigger and bigger by the year. And it has to stop.
My issue is I think it actually starts midway through Birmingham.
Mm.
I tell you what, this game, Nick Pope's made a couple of mistakes early on. We've had a fucking head injury to Alderweireld. We've had a couple of shots and a disallowed goal from Burnley. We're only 27 minutes in. Fuck man.
Talking about Pope, AD Pope's put a comment in. I'm not sure Labour are much better though, John. I'm from a little town in Cambridgeshire, Soham, but have always voted Labour rather not vote now, to be honest. I think they all lie to get in power. These politicians really do. I think they all lie to get in power. They promise us everything. And as soon as they get in that number 10, they just go back on everything that they've said. What I will say, though, if you don't vote, your vote goes to them. It doesn't go to them. But obviously, it's one less vote for Labour. So that's why
just vote Labour. Just vote Labour.
Stephen Broughton, Mike, did you vote for Labour and Brexit or?
Oh, okay. So don't hold this against me. I voted Labour, and I did vote Brexit. John, what did you do?
Same.
Yeah, exactly.
Same.
I just personally felt that the EU get a lot more out of it than we got out of them. Now, look, that might be completely uneducated. I might be completely wrong. But that was just my opinion at the time, and hence why I voted for it.
What's your worst game you've ever been to, Mike John? Mine's Wigan FA Cup quarter final, 3-0 down at half.
I'll never forget that game. I'll never forget that game. I was asked this in the last watch along with Judge.
Do you know Norwich actually in December goes close because it was that poor. And listen, there's many games I've seen. One of the most exciting for me, but one of the most, in fact, the most nerve-wracking one was when we beat Wimbledon to stay up. I worked at Everton at the time. I was actually on the pitch trying to get people off the pitch, but in the end, it was just a losing battle. I did work at Everton for that game, but the nerves and the elation that day when we managed to stay up. And I always said to myself, I hope we're never, ever, ever in that position again. Because to this day, I still think Hans Segers took a bung.
Oh, yeah.
The way he dived over the ball. Michael doesn't even remember it. It was about 3.
I think I was, it was 94, wasn't it? Or was that 98? If it was 94, I was 2. If it was 98, I was 6. My most depressing game is probably, it's going to sound, there's a couple. Obviously, you guys know from the channel, it's either going to be Southampton away under Unsworth, where we lost 4-1. Atlanta was 5-1. That was pretty shit. The 4-0 midweek when Steven Gerrard scored a hat-trick for Liverpool, that was shit. The one that hit me most was the Atlanta game, because that really did stand out how shit we was. Like, it really did tell us how bad it was, and I was devastated by that. I really was.
That game, didn't you? They got piss wet through.
Yeah, I was absolutely fucking drenched. I drove something like 400 miles that day. Got to the game. Watched us get absolutely dominated, start to finish, losing 5-1, and then went home. I was fuming. My match reaction for that, actually. Jesus. Evertonian Luke. Lads, what do you think of Moise Keane's situation? Think we'll sell him, bring him back? I think we won't see him in a blue shirt again, personally.
I don't think he wants to play an Everton shirt again.
No, I don't. To Smithy, lads, Chelsea lost 11 games last year, 11, and they got top 4. We can afford to have a bad game here and there. Yeah, exactly. We can afford to have a bad game here and there. And guys, we're up to 78 viewers. Let's see if we can get it to 100 by half time. That would be amazing.
Yeah, even if you click off and click back on.
Yeah, that's it.
What I was going to say is, I think this season regarding the league, it's wide open. It's wide open. I said at the beginning of the season, the teams we should be chasing now, we've got them 3 better players in. Tottenham, Man United, Arsenal, and Chelsea. Chelsea are in a transitional season for me, but I still think we do have to finish top 4, or Abramovich will pull the plug on Lampard, in my opinion. I don't know what it is with Chelsea. They're just not clicking yet, and I thought they might have been putting in better performances. You know, they're blowing leads, and I don't. It's funny with Chelsea. Honestly, I cannot. It's wide open. It's absolutely wide open. What frightens me is if Liverpool finds a good run of form, it could be between Everton and Liverpool for the league. Do you know what I mean? Well, it won't be. Let's be honest about it. It won't be. Man City won't be this poor all season, but something's not right at Man City, in my opinion. I did hear something on TalkSport as well today. I think it was, who was it? As Adrian Durham, and he was saying he's heard rumours that some of the players want Arteta out.
Yeah, well,
you know, Lacazette, Aubameyang hasn't scored a goal since he signed his new contract, a league goal since he signed his contract.
That's what happened to Ozil. Signed the contract, completely went off the boil.
Yeah, I don't like that in players, to be fair. It just feels like they've used the club. But don't get me wrong, it's probably happened at Everton in the past. They're just, you know, going back to the kids, you know, kids are going hungry. We've got Marcus Rashford having words with the government. You know, Michael's donating. People on here have donated to these food banks and, you know, given to charity to make sure kids don't go hungry. But you've got the likes of Aubameyang and Ozil, who are absolutely smashing the wages every week, and they're not even asked. Pisses me off. Really,
one thing I would say about Ozil is he said while he's an Arsenal player, he's going to pay the wages of Gunnersaurus, which I thought was quite nice because he's been made redundant from Arsenal. Just get back into those comments. Paul Hewitt. Oh yeah, go on then.
Andy Mans, evening boys. Nice to see another live stream on a neutral stand and brilliant idea. Cheers, Andy. Yeah, it was Michael's idea, which most things are on the channel. You know, it was just to get me back on as well. It was just to get me back on as well.
It was just to get John on, and as you can see by the viewing numbers, you know, we're not up to 400 viewers, and that's the reason he's John. It's not the game, it's John.
Well, you know.
I'm joking. Cal Blunder, would you take Luka Jovic from Real Madrid? Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Cal Blunder, to be fair, the country's gone to shambles since leaving. The whole Leave campaign was based on lies. Yeah, and it may well have been. Everton fans, 2-6 versus Tottenham. Yeah, that was pretty shit. And 2-5 versus Arsenal. Yeah, again. Colin Weaver, I said Saints would be a good test for us. You agreed. Good to see you, John. Absolutely, Colin. And they weren't just a good test. They twatted us all over to fucking St. Mary's. Up the fucking Toffees. 4-0 away at Anfield. Suarez and Sturridge ruined us. I was the only blue in the pub surrounded by Reds. That was a tough couple of hours. I can imagine, mate, but well done for sticking it through. Jonathan, come on. I've bet for X2 over 1.5, but I'm scared to lose. Tottenham is the only one I needed. Cash out. They don't look good here. Steve Broughton, some of the questions we get from Stephen are brilliant. Do you believe in ghosts? Absolutely. And there's a reason for that. You might want to chip in here, John. Fucking hell. Do something, John. Fucking talk.
What are you doing?
I'm getting your picture up.
Oh, yeah. I believe in ghosts. I've seen ghosts. I've had ghosts walk past me in one of my old works.
Right. You can see there is the window. Yeah. This is a picture, and John's just below that.
My missus is on that one. There's 2.
Yeah, there one. Right, so
that's my missus, and there was nothing in the.
I'll zoom in on her for you. Yeah, everyone. There she is. He's absolutely fucking punching. Right. Anyway, we go on to John's photo. Right. So there's Fat John. And if you look up, ready?
You can't see it.
I'm doing it now, John. There is definitely a fucking face in that window.
Yeah. So the same window, my missus was under, nothing. I was there and it was above me. I've seen a ghost a couple of times in my life, so it just seems like they fucking follow me around.
And that's because they'd been with your missus the night before. Everton fans, we need more squad depth. Absolutely. That's what the Southampton game said because we were shite. Philip Mason, all right, John? All right, Philip.
All right, Phil.
How are you? We've had Hollie in here.
I can't even bend that. Look, it doesn't bend.
I know, it's brilliant. 80 Pope, that's what I mean, though, Mike. I'm 300 miles away. It cost me about 200 quid to go watch a game and we play shit. Falani was walking around like he didn't care. Got booed off because, yeah. Dave Walker, I was in Osnan Field for that 4-0. Worst night of my life yet.
Anus Field, that is.
Yeah, your anus field, brilliant. Carl Blundell, I think Pep is finished. Oh, so do I. So do I. I think Pep's done. Evertonian Luke, what was the best defeat last season? A game where you was happy with how we played, but unlucky to get a result from. Mine was Leicester in the cup where Baines scored the screamer. Do you know what? It's either that or the Man United game.
That move where I think there was a back heel. Was it Pino who back heeled it to Osman that game? There was a game.
No,
remember that game?
That wasn't last season. You fucking Jesus
right.
Christ, man. Jesus. Now, for me, it was a Man United game because we beat Man United. We got fucking robbed.
When Thingy was on the floor.
Yeah, fucking interfering with play, and he's not even in the goalkeeper sideline. I tell you what, I'm going to tell you this right now. This game is shit. We may as well just do an Everton discussion live stream because I'm telling you now, there's been one shot from one team. It's
good for us, this, though.
Oh, yeah, it's good for us. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, guys. I mean,
there we go. To Smithy, I think we need to get as many points as we can on the board before Christmas. We need to be in the top 4 come January, February in order to get Europe, in my opinion. Totally agree. If we're in the top 4 come January, February, then we can give it one final push. I do think we'll strengthen in January in some way, shape, or form to give us that final push. If we can get another at least one quality player in January transfer window, and we're in that top 4, I fully expect us to finish there.
Yeah, Burnley are in here. Goodmanson, he's got the ball on the right-hand side. He stands it up. He crosses the ball. They're in here. Oh, Chris Woods, he's just not fast enough. That was so unlucky, that, for Burnley.
Here's another box question from Steve Rowe, Michael. Do you think the government know about aliens? Without a doubt.
Absolutely. I mean, for a start, if you look at John, everyone describes him as a piece of bacon and an absolute thumb. How is that human? Look how fucking ugly he is. Like, look at him. Tell me he's not fucking ugly. Tell me.
You miss it to say that.
Brilliant.
To Smithy, welcome back, John. Don't ever leave us again. Well, I won't.
No, you certainly won't now. Fuck me. Dave Walker, Anus Field. Yeah, fucking hell. John knows exactly where Anus is. Dave Walker, fucking laughing faces. Andy Mans, guys, Nuke's top 5 material. Also, good to have you back, John. You both have great demeanour. To be honest, it's because we hate each other, but we make it so interesting.
What's demeanour mean?
You know, our persona, who we are.
All right.
Brilliant. It's the way that you bounce off my tits. Scott 1878. The pair of yous look like ghosts in them t-shirts. Brilliant. I need a fucking spray tan, clearly. Cal Blunder, that was me behind John's missus. To be honest, Cal, you're probably downstairs with her right now, aren't you? Adam Smith, if Everton signed Mateus Pereira from West Brom, that would be a class signing. Do you know what? I was speaking to my mate earlier. I actually watched the game with him, the West Brom game, because he's an Albion fan, and he clearly said that Pereira's not quite getting it. Harry Kane's twinged his ankle here. We all know about Harry Kane. He's built out of glass bottles. Fucking hell. He's not been very impressed with him. We're up to 89 viewers. We've got 4 minutes to get to 100. Fucking share, guys. Fucking share. Hit the likes as well. If you haven't liked this at this point, it's fucking over. Cal Blundell, I honestly see Arteta or the RP Leipzig replacing Pep yet. Stephen Broughton, do you believe in the Illuminati? I'm going to ask John this because...
Because what?
Do you believe in the Illuminati, John?
The Illuminati, isn't that group of people who I was telling you about? It is, isn't it?
John, about 5 weeks ago, asked me what the Illuminati was.
It is, though, isn't it?
Yes, John.
Right, the Illuminati only want a population very, very small. They want to rule the world, and they're behind everything that's going on. This
Do you
is what
believe it, though? Do you believe it, though?
I believe something's not right. Something's going on, Michael. Something's going on. This isn't all right. I mean, I used to check the numbers every day before I started the job I'm doing now. I was all over it. I don't get to check them now because I'm that busy. But when I look before, more people are dying from flu than COVID. It's plateaued now. Do you know what I mean? I was watching Sky News before, and in America, they reckon the 3rd of November, it's going to peak there. How do they know on a certain date they're going to hit their peak on the second wave? How?
No, true.
There's something not right. There's something not. Listen, it is definitely there. My brother tested positive for it. My sister-in-law tested positive for it. She was quite ill. She was in bed for 3 days. It is there, but I don't believe half the tests, to be fair. At the 40% wrong, these pillar 2 tests are 40% wrong. So hopefully it will be over soon. I can't see us being back in Goodison. What I did want to ask you on screen, Michael, apparently
Brilliant.
there's a petition going round to get fans back into the grounds.
Yes, there is.
How's it looking? I honest to God, I've been that busy.
It's looking all right. The only issue you've got is if they're shut. In my opinion, if they're putting cities into tier 3, how the fuck can you get people back in football grounds? Do you get what I mean? Like for me, I don't think football grounds should be shut, and they should be. People can easily social distance in a football stadium. It won't have the same capacity, but you'll have a few fans. Fair enough. I just don't see the government doing it because of tier 3, irrespective of petitions. I think we should. Can't see it happening. You know what I mean? Plus,
this tier 3 won't work. The tier things won't work. We need to do what Wales have done and go into like a 2-week lockdown. Just smash a lockdown for 2 weeks.
I don't know. We'll see. You might have different opinions in here to that. Goodmanson gets the ball on his left foot. Always looking dangerous. Cuts inside. Gets it just between the post and Lloris. Lloris makes a decent save there. But that's another attempt from Burnley. Spurs have not been in this game. And interesting stat just before we continue to digress into these comments, which is talking about nothing to do with fucking football. Jose Mourinho has played Burnley 9 times and not beaten them, which is his highest number of games not beating the side. And again, Burnley are in here. Ashley Barnes is teed up Dwight McNeil, who's fucking played it backwards. What the fuck? Goodmanson, he stuck it over the bar. Fucking shit. Gary Northedge, good evening, lads. Bit late joining tonight. Just got home from work. Need to improve on Sunday. We fucking do. Paul Hewitt, John's a handsome bastard. If you want his phone number, I'll stick it on the screen right now.
Don't use
T. Smithy, do you think if we're top 4 in January, Carlo will go big for a striker and a keeper? I don't necessarily think he'll go for a striker, but I definitely think he'll go for a goalkeeper. Resin Nupu, do you believe in flying spaghetti monster? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
There's one there, I don't know. Phil Mason says it's Agenda 21, guys. Google it. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't. I will have to Google that, Phil. I will. But I will Google it. I'll Google it at half time. I will personally.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah, you crack on. I'll go through the comments. Abigail Barfoot, benefits are the biggest trap for people. I know in want to work, but I will be the worst off my disability. I can't do most jobs as I'm registered blind and I am autistic. But I tell you what, Abigail, your knowledge, your level of knowledge is exceptional. So, if you could do anything to do with anything to do with that incredible brain you clearly have, then, well, do something like that. Steve Fitzhenry, sign Roy Kent. Don't know who that is. Up the fucking toffees. Can we just take a moment and appreciate just how good James's left foot is? Literally get goosebumps every time I see him whip a ball to the back post. Thank you, Arlo. Arlo, let's take that moment to appreciate James Rodriguez.
I bet.
Colin Weaver, John, remember me DM'd skinhead joke. Did you laugh?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did laugh. I did laugh.
He did laugh, but he just didn't fucking reply to you because he's a fucking arsehole. Up the fucking toffees. Thank you, Carlo. All right, so we're not praising Arlo, we're praising Carlo. Brilliant. Andy Mans, guys, do you think we will go for anyone in January? Loving all the supernatural stuff. Do you believe in David Icke? I think David Icke, there's conspiracy theories and there's David Icke conspiracy theories, and I do question some of the stuff he comes out with. But I agree with John. Something's not right in this world. Something is not right.
6 months before this kicked off.
This is where John turns into David Icke.
I can't even think of his name. His name's gone up my head. The fellow who owns Microsoft, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates took a step away from Microsoft 6 months before all this COVID kicked off and mentioned the word COVID-19. Now, he owns 15% of the World Health Organization because he wants the rights to the job. That's what it is. They're all in it together. Don't let this government make it seem like they're acting like they're shocked by it and blah, blah, blah. They're all in it together. It's all a money-making thing, and that's all it is. It's unbelievable. Listen, I don't want to diss it too much because obviously I don't want to get it with having the aspirin and diabetes, and I'm not saying it's not there, but I hope it all comes out in years to come. I really, really do. And it will. Every 100 years there's a pandemic. 18, 20, 19, 20, and 2020 there's been one. Thank fuck I won't be here for the next one.
Well, hopefully you will, because your head will be in a fucking jar, because I would have booted it off and it'd end up flying on the fucking moon. It's half time, guys.
James Lebeck. John, thanks for the loss versus Saints.
Brilliant.
I do apologise for that.
Carl Molyneux, Newcastle are crap. I'm confident we'll beat them. Agree. Steve Broughton, do you think they will microchip us with a vaccine and give us the new world order?
See, this is another thing I was going to say about this. Everyone's going, I wouldn't get the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. They'll put a chip in us. Listen, you don't need to put a chip in us. As long as you've got an Android phone or an iPhone, they know your every move. They know where you are. They probably watch it through the camera on your phone. They don't need to chip us. They know what we're doing anyway. It's like Big Brother now. So I will get it for the simple fact of the matter with my underlying health issues, which I don't want to keep going on about, but they don't need to chip us. They know what we're up to every minute of the day with your mobile phone. I remember early on in the year, me and Michael were talking about going to Benidorm at the end of this year. Didn't Google nothing. I went on to News Now after I got off the phone to Michael on the Everton News, and there was advertisements for Benidorm. I hadn't Googled nothing. It knows all the time. So this thing about the chip being in the needle, listen, we could already be chipped. People who get the flu jab could have a chip in them. People still get that.
Yep. Everton fans, because it's presidential election day that day. Yep. Eason Nupu, do you believe in flying spaghetti monster? I personally don't. I must say I've not heard that one before. Up the fucking toffees. Look at the stuff he's got right over the years. Yeah, I look, I'm not saying I disagree with David Icke. I just he is like next level. He knows his shit. What
he said about COVID, because I haven't really looked.
Don't know. Don't look. Fuck it out. Lewis Jones, do you believe in Duncan Ferguson? I fucking believe. And again, I'm going to pay homage to Duncan Ferguson right now.
He's a fucking mouth. I'll just carry on, folks. Right,
Steve, where are you?
I'm sitting here.
In the comments. Yeah, you're behind me.
I'm just picking them out.
Oh,
this is an interesting one here. Corona wasn't... Fucking shut up. Corona wasn't caused by a Chinese person eating a bat. I think it's all to do with 5G. I don't necessarily think it's to do with 5G. One of the first places 5G come out was in Wuhan. Wuhan have hardly had any coronavirus since June. If it's anything to do with 5G, it constantly be there. It was one of the first places in the world to nearly eradicate it, but yet it come from there. I'm not saying it was nothing to do with a bat. I think they took something out of a bat and took it to the lab, and it's just gone all tits up. That's my opinion on it.
Do you want to know something interesting?
Go on.
Do you believe in garden furniture, John?
Yeah.
So, my missus' dad, Kenny, his name, lovely bloke. He's ordered some garden furniture on one of these dodgy websites like Wish.
Oh yeah.
Paid him 120 Chinese yen or whatever it is through his PayPal. It's not come. It's been 4 months. Looked at the address. It was Wuhan. Said to him, I said, you're never fucking getting that. You're never fucking getting it.
They probably will. They probably just stopped shipping all the stuff out.
You just told me you don't believe. I fucking don't believe either. Fucking Wuhan doesn't even exist. Right.
It does exist. It's got a wetland.
It's like there's fucking vodka in this, isn't there? There's not. Fucking wish. Oh, fucking hell.
Right, I'm going to make a brew, folks, because my mouth's like...
Yeah, it's wet. Yeah, it's dry. Yeah, fucking hell, John, Jesus. Right, piss off then, Tra.
Corona was caused by an orange Trump fart. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Absolutely marvellous. Steve brought an Agenda 21. I am going to have a look at that in a minute, I promise. I'm just going to read a few more of these comments. Paul Hewitt, I agree with John. It's all a cover for something bigger. I agree with that. Celtic Vape, yeah. Steve, he lives down Muffin Lane. Brilliant. Jack Jackson, best 3 players to ever wear the number 9 shirt. Doesn't have to be Everton. I will ask that question when John's back in the game, but that is a great question. Jake, put that question in about 20 minutes' time. Steve Fitzhenry, Carlo must sign Carl Grant. He need a leader. I don't know who he is. I will have to look. Carl Molyneux, I wonder what Hollie thinks of this performance. To be honest, I'm sure she'll be in here in a minute. Paul Hewitt, read Agenda 21. It will open your eyes. I'm going to. Phil Mason, sorry to hear that, Abigail. Steve Fitzgerald, Mike Roy, Kent plays for Richmond FC. Right. Everton Boshays, get Joseph Martinez. Steve Fitzhenry, watch Ted Lasso. Up the fucking toffees. Toffee Girl, Bill Gates. Steve Smith, just can't bring myself to put TalkSport. Yeah, I can't fucking stand it. Toffee Girls, Hollie Agoma. Oh, bless you, Hollie. I fell asleep. First half was awful. Reeson Nupu, come on, Torquay United. Great to hear. James Beck, John, thanks for the loss for Saints. It's all his fucking fault. Carl Molyneux, I'm not surprised, Hollie. Adi Pope, Corona, yep, you've just read that one out. Martin Roberts, why is John off Twitter? He's just come off it, to be honest. I think it's just toxic. I think he had a lot of shit off Red Shot and just couldn't be asked with it. Hollie Agombar, if I had a shot for every time I said move the ball quicker, you eggs, I'd be drunk on the floor. And that's something we should do. Maybe you should jump on this watch along with us, Hollie, and we can get a bottle of something out and drink to every time you shout. We'll do it right now. You want that link, I will send it you. You get yourself a bottle of ale and we'll do it together. To Smithy, Mike and John, you two are on Paddy Power's fan denial video. Have a look. No, we're not. Oh, fucking hell. No, we're not. We're not. We can't be. Oh, fucking hell. Please tell me we're not. Oh, I'm getting fucking inundated with messages. Oh, God, I've got tweets fucking galore. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We're in it. Oh, I'm just watching it.
It's time, SPURS. We're winning the league.
Oh.
Time to hand it over.
Oh.
Are going unbeaten, going invincible. I've never had so much of time. And it's gone.
Oh, no.
All of the teams, please return to your rightful positions. Thank you. Get fucking Alan off and get...
Oh, brilliant.
Quit your fucking notions and enjoy your 2 minutes.
No. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Have you seen that? I need John. John! Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh. Fuck's sake. How's that happened? How have we ended up getting on that Paddy Power fan? Oh, no. Oh. That's horrendous. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just tweeting it. Oh, my God. Oh. That's brutal. Anyway, let's get back into the comments. Actually, guys, you know what? I'm going to grab a quick drink. I'm just going to put us through a quick break. Just get a drink. I'll see you in 5, guys. I need a drink. Have you seen that fan denial video? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Right, where? Swear to God. I can't. Have everyone watched the fan denial video on Paddy Power? Because yeah, fuck me, Jesus wept. It's absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Guys, we're on 7,087 subscribers. Do you think you can help us get to 7,100 tonight? Because that would be fucking amazing. John, have you seen that we are on the fan denial video for Paddy Power?
What's
Go
that
on
mean?
our Twitter. Just go on the Twitter.
Is it good or bad?
I'll deal with the comments while we're here. Right. Where's he gone? Yeah, I'll deal with the comments. You go and you watch it and come back.
Won't let me go on it.
Oh, you need to watch it.
Is it good?
You need to watch it. You
Oh,
need to
no.
watch it. Just come off here and come back after. Just watch it. Go and watch it.
I need to leave this.
Yeah, fine. And come back. You've got the link. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Right, guys. Right. Steve Broughton, do you have Telegram? I think you meant Instagram. And yes, she does. She's also got her own channel, Stephen. So go over. Hollie AGOMBAR. She has got her own channel. Make a stand 5. You're famous. I wouldn't go that far. Fucking hell. We're going to have pelters ripped all over us. Burnley, they're defending well. Just started the second half here. Recent Nupu, yes, I have been in the Grand Lodge of England. Well, there you go. Hollie AGOMBAR, so has my granddad recent. Brilliant, Hollie, thank you. Hollie AGOMBAR, man's got freedom of the city. Also, Hollie, I fucking love you. Stephen Broughton, the levels above 33 degrees too. Celtic Vape, Paddy Power YouTube channel, John. Yep, it's on there. Fucking marvellous. We're going to have to comment on that. Get ourselves some subscribers from it, hopefully. Go and pepper it, guys. Go and absolutely pepper it and say, it's us. And do you know what's worse? Is they actually take a clip out of a game that's fuck all to do with the Liverpool game. Brilliant. What else we got in here? We've got loads of comments, but we've got a lot of new order shit in it. We've got some hell of conspiracy theories in here. To Smithy, credit to me in your tweet, Mark. Absolutely, mate. To be fair, I'd been tagged in it fucking loads when I just looked. Absolutely loads. Like, I can't get over how much we've been tagged in that. Oh. Fuck me. I mean, what the fuck are you meant to say to that? I might just tweet him and say, cheers, dickheads. Oh, here's John. John's back.
You know?
You seen it? It's not even out of the Liverpool game.
I know.
It's not even out. It's out of the Brighton game.
I know.
Fucking morons. Absolute fucking
I've
morons.
seen the views. It has had 35.6 thousand views.
I know, but we got no credit, so no one fucking knows.
We never get credit.
Never get fucking credit. Pisses me right off. Right. Alex Jordan Levictus. How did draw to a pub team like Liverpool, who lost 7-2 to Villa, typical Liverpool relying on VAR? Steve Broughton. So, Hollie, what about the Bilderberg group? Oh, I don't know what that is. Carl Molyneux, can't believe people thought John was being serious when he said get Allen off for Davis. Yeah, well, it's just banter, it's just fucking banter.
I got absolutely slated for that.
I know, it's brilliant. You deserve it as well. Fucking have it. Fucking out, the comments are coming in faster than I can do anything. Fucking hell, slow fucking down. Blazer 2018, Burnley 3-0. Well, it's not currently, and I can't see it fucking being like it. Jesus, it's awful. Everton where the fucking play shit. Everton botches. Iwobi lost. I'm guessing the ball 13 times in the match and had 33 touches. He was shite. Make a stand, just laughing his head off. Anti-Man's Mike's a conspiracy theory. Supernatural stuff is gold. Keep it coming. We're just going to have to start doing some fucking supernatural watch-alongs.
I was thinking we should do maybe just once a month. Just once a month.
Go to a haunted location. I'll strap you to the bed and watch the buggers.
I'll take you to the Williamson Tunnels in Liverpool. That's under town and everything there. If you like the willies getting put up you, that's the place to go, I'm telling you.
Absolutely, I'm always for that. HOLLIE AGOMBAR. Oh my God, just as I was about to read a comment, she comes in and ruins it. Get me on for the conspiracy watch along. Freemasons, Elite and Spurs winning the title. I'm your girl. A bit of Skull and Bones too, and I'll tell you all about it. I bet you know all about Skull and fucking Bones, HOLLIE. Everton...
Just Bones.
Stephen Boy. Next thing coming out, immunity passports, mark of the beast. I tell you what, Stephen, we're going to have you on here, mate.
We should do. This is what I was saying. We should just do a live chat, and let people ask us whatever we want within reason.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 7,000 subscriber special this week.
How are we?
Because, last week, when I was on my own doing the channel, fantastic, smashing it, delivering a video every single day to our very special subscribers.
Well, it's not my fault. Well, it was my fault, but...
Yeah, brilliant. We're gonna do a special Q&A so people can ask us all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
Here's another one.
A most haunted watch-along would be brilliant. We're going to have to do that. We're going to go to some of the scariest locations in Britain, me and you. Every weekend there's an international game. We're going to do that. And I'm telling you now, the channel's going to go fucking warm.
Here's another thing that I wanted to bring in. What about that explosion? It was at Russia. That big explosion was. But, Iraq or wherever it was.
I know where you're on about. Yeah.
Right. They reckon that was bags of white stuff that made that explosion for fucking miles around. It was
napalm. Yeah, napalm.
That was a bomb. That was a missile. There's no way that just come from them white bags. I'm sorry. The things that have happened in the middle of this COVID thing, they're hitting us left, right, and centre. Honestly, we'll be surprised while this COVID's on if we get visited by fucking aliens.
Brilliant. Everton Boshes, do you do Patreon like Toffee TV? Love it. We don't do Patreon, and we probably should, but I've never really set it up, to be honest, because
what's the difference with Patreon?
People have to pay to watch.
Fucking hell. There's no one here is going to pay to watch us. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, guys, do us a favour in the comments, genuinely. If we had a Patreon account, so we did a show every day of some form on it, tell me if you'd pay for it. And if you would, we'll make it, because we won't charge the highest. I don't know how it works yet, to be honest. But if there's a small amount, £1, £2, £3 a month or whatever, we'll set one up.
Oh, there's one for me. Look, Mark Perry. Good to see John back. Cheers, Mark. The people on here appreciate me more than you do. It's about fucking time. I think it's about time I went on my own.
I'll tell you what, be doing us a fucking favour. Be doing us a favour. Mike, do you know about the third eye and the pineal gland? Do you think that ancient knowledge that we've lost to reach the truth? I've got no fucking idea. I've got no idea.
You know about the third eye and the pineal gland? Do you think there is an ancient knowledge that we have lost to reach the truth? Right. Can you do us a favour, Steve? Can you tell us what the pineal gland is? Because I haven't got a fucking clue. I don't know whether it's in the area that it sounds like.
This is the maddest watch along we've ever done.
This should have fucking 3 million views.
It should. We haven't got the number over about 90. I've really been trying to get it over 100, but I'm just
Hollie Bonner. I'm off the deck, tell you, man. I've been very, very disappointed with Tottenham tonight, to be fair, Hollie. Really disappointed. I thought they would have come out the blocks. And, you know, if you look at the Man United game, the way they come out the blocks there, I know Man United think they went 1-0 up, but after that, it was all Tottenham just scoring at will. And I'm really surprised they haven't done that against Burnley.
Yeah. Andy Manns, any word on James, boys? That haunted house idea sounds fucking brilliant. We will do it. I tell you what, we will do it as soon as me and John can get together again. Once the world is at least not got COVID. I mean, fucking hell, there's no orders. There's fucking 15th Reichs. There's fucking all sorts of stuff going on. But I'm telling you now, when we can go and see each other, me and John will do that. We will go and I will go and comment and speak to some of these places. And as long as you guys support us and watch it, we will do it. We'll get a bit of equipment. So any donations you can do will be great because we'll have to pay for some of these equipments. I know they use
Mauritius and see if that's haunted.
Mauritius, brilliant. Yeah, that's it. If you'd like to donate £3,000 to my bank account right now, I will not see you again, guys. What we got on here? What we got? Damien Hagan, welcome back, John. How's it going, guys? Yep, John's here. David Eastwood, Patreon would be good. Would get rid of red shite. Adam Smith, the penal glands. Hollie Agombar, penis, Enit. Fucking hell. AD Pope, I would. Everton Bosches, £1 or £2, yes. Andy Manns, yes for Patreon. Adam Smith, no. I'm off the deck, the telly, man. Love Hollie. I tell you what, there's a fair few yeses in there.
Mark Perry said, though, he stopped watching Toffee TV when they monetized it, whatever.
Well, what we do is we'd still do YouTube. It's not like we'd stop.
Oh, yeah, no, we wouldn't fuck this off. It wouldn't just be about making money. Listen,
no, that's why we haven't done it yet. It's not about the money.
It's not about the money, but if you people want to do that, then we're happy to do it. But obviously, me and Michael have never, ever gone down that route. And we could have done. It could have worked, and it mightn't have worked, but we haven't wanted to.
We are being sponsored by One Football from the 1st of November, guys. So just, but I'll tell you now, the money's not a lot of money. We're getting £10 a video. So, let me put that in perspective for you. Me and John cannot give up our jobs on that. And all of that money is going towards the channel, as always. Yeah. So there you go. Blue Cali just come on and heard John say about getting invaded by aliens. Good to see you back, John. Too Smithy. If John was on the same form as he was in that fan denial, I would pay a £5 a month, no problem. Fucking hell, there's plenty of money over in Ireland, eh, Smithy lad? Lewis Jones, this channel's great. We do our fucking best, mate. Get your mates over to it. Get the likes up. Look, subscribers. Where are we in subscribers? Let's put this in perspective, guys. We are currently on 7,087 subscribers. Get your friends. Get your friends on here. Just share the link to them. Do it.
Stephen Broughton. Part of the COVID agenda is to bring in a cashless society. Said that.
I agree. We agree with that. Yeah, we both agree with that.
That's the latest thing now. They reckon COVID can live on banknotes for up to 3 months, as well as your mobile phone.
Again, they can monitor it. Yeah, they can monitor where you spend your money. Then there's a series in America. There's a series in America. It's very good. It's something like The Escapist or something. And basically, what happens is you have to evade the government for 10 days. You get given £100 cash. You've got a bank card, but as soon as you use your bank card, they know where you are. So it's you want
to know what everyone's got. The tax, this is how they're going to make their money back now. And it is, I'll give it 10 years, and there won't be any cash. It'll just be card. Or, even in China now, there's ways of paying. You just do that, and you can pay with something.
Yeah. Hollie, Dr. Tottenham is out in force tonight helping Burnley. Yeah, just picking up a few little knocks, ain't they? Stephen Borton, the pineal gland is a gland at the front of your brain that we use when we dream. When we dream, we see, but bits with ours. Ancient tribes tell us once we activate this through breathing and focus, we can access higher realms of reality, but the elites want to keep us docile to keep their sadism going. Stephen Brought again. Part of the COVID.
I love this. I love all this, mate.
John loves this. Honestly, John, you should have your own YouTube channel talking about conspiracies. I'm not even fucking with you. Genuinely, you should do that.
I might set that up, So I'll do it the same way as I've done this. We'll do lives, we'll do Q&As, and you throw questions.
Did you see how we said Will? Did you see how we said Will? Because he fucking needs me to sort it out. Because he don't fucking know how to. I'm not fucking stupid, prick.
No.
Stick your head.
Anyway, I've got a YouTube account anyway.
Stick your head close to the screen this side, John. Other way. You need to go the other fucking way. What? Stop fucking, you've gone too far, man. I was going to punch you in the face. No, you're fucking going the wrong way. It's all sweet. Fucking hell. He's certainly not got his fucking penis gland going, has he? Adam Smith, Mike, you need to get an Everton player on here.
Because you're a fucking dickhead.
That's what I fucking Adam Smith, Mike, you need to get an Everton player on here. They won't come on, mate. They just fucking won't come on. We're just too fansy. We're too honest. We're too honest, yeah. I asked Kevin Campbell to come on. He'll go on Everton Rose. He'll go on Mighty Blues. He'll go on Toffee TV, but he won't even reply to Mike. Mind you, now that John the Saviour's back, maybe John could jump into his DMs and say hello, Kevin. Abigail Barton, did Angela Houston at the Grand High Witch in the Witches scare you as a kid, Mike, when she took her mask off? Yeah. Definitely. Stephen Levers, do you reckon Dinier's red card will get overturned or at least a one match ban? I think do you know what? I suspect it won't get overturned.
Paul Hewitt, at £10 a video, so 100 videos a week, then they only pay us for 10 videos a month. Yeah,
they only pay you for 10 a month, so it's
they only pay 10 a month.
And it's not even that. So the watch along will have an advert at the start and at the end. So there'll be 2 in them. And if we do 4 of them a month, you haven't got to worry about any of the other videos having any money in, so don't worry about it.
Up the fucking toffees. All this conspiracy talk, love it. You boys be up there with Joe Rogan before long, selling out to Spotify for a couple of 100 million. Brilliant.
Possibly. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. 200 million quid, I'll certainly take it. Although, have you seen what they're trying? You won't necessarily know this, John, because I don't think you sort of watch YouTube people and podcasts, but Joe Rogan has been, in my opinion, completely stitched up by Spotify. He had such a good podcast on YouTube. He's gone to Spotify and they're trying to tamper with the content he makes when he's just an honest, brutal guy. I love him. Jackson Heast, who is dictating play in the second half? To be honest, fucking hell. I mean, but we're 15 minutes into the second half and I've watched about 12 seconds of it. I would say that Tottenham have dominated, but Burnley have had the better chances all game. Put you it, Mike. You remember you first starting this channel? Did you ever think it would be so successful?
It wasn't until November last year.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. That's not
just talking about the game quick. You were saying Tottenham have been a better team. For me, too many of their better players have been quiet tonight. The likes of Son and Kane.
Yeah,
I don't think they've had the service much. To be fair,
no, I agree. To be honest, the midfield of Spurs have looked awful tonight. To be honest, I set myself a target last season of hitting 10,000 subscribers. Got nowhere near it. So it sort of dented my confidence a little bit. John come in November and look, he's single-handedly tried to take down the channel over the last few weeks, but he's done all right. He's done a good job in the last, before last week. He did a great job. So
last hour and a half.
Yeah. But nah, to be honest, it's really nice how well the channel's done. And actually, since we've rebranded, since John's come in, yeah, it's been nice. Everton bot shows. Hope James is okay. Had a nightmare. He was injured. Bernard and Iwobi were playing on the wings. Yes. Recent new poop. The Elite's plan will not work. I have inside knowledge. Brilliant.
What'll work?
The Elite's plan will not work. Up the fucking toffees. Do you guys make any money from this at all? Hope you do. So what we make, genuinely, I would say we make
probably get about £2 a video,
if that, on some videos.
Yeah,
genuinely, we don't make a lot. We do this out of passion. You know, we
don't make enough money to improve the equipment, and obviously people do donate to the channel, which does go straight back into the channel, as Michael said. You know, if you look at like Toffee TV, they have a camera set up away from them, you know, and they can press a button and it zooms onto one, zooms on. We do it behind our phone, so this is how far behind we are with Toffee TV equipment-wise. But I still think we're the better channel, in my opinion. And you know, and Toffee TV will turn around and say they're the better channel. Look, figures don't lie.
And that's how it should be. And that's how it should be. We all have to believe in what we're doing. Absolutely, you're spot on, John.
Toffee TV have got 40,000 plus subscribers. They're good at what they do. I'm not taking nothing away from them. That's why they've got 40,000 subscribers. They're just different to us. You know, that they are different to us, which, you know, they're good at what we do. I'd like to think people support us because people like watching us and enjoy doing what we're what we do. Do you know what I mean? So listen, every Everton channel is different. I'd say we're different to them all, really. What you get with us is what you see. Yeah, you know, Rose is smashing it. You know, Cam's moved on. He's been doing a bit on Toffee TV. You know, Cam was going before I come on the channel with Michael. So we are all different, and that's it. But we have respect for the other channels as well.
Oh yeah, brilliant, absolutely. If there is some form of creator content you guys want to see, whether it be a podcast or a YouTube channel, there's plenty of stuff out there. HOLLIE AGOMBAR, I like Stephen, he's a bit of me. I really like him as well, really love it. Finally found someone who talks about conspiracy lingo. Honestly, we might consider setting up a channel for this. Stephen Broughton.
Adam Smith has said, John, would you actually set up a YouTube account talking about conspiracy? Well, I would, yeah, but it would probably get took down eventually. But to be fair,
John would end up getting murdered by the government.
Oh, fucking have you heard about? Yeah, there's another one for you. So so
I know.
So in Wuhan, there was a doctor who reached out to the world, to the public, and told people what was coming. He's dead. He's dead. He's been killed or he died. I don't know. His brother has also gone missing or he's dead or what have you. And there's also a Chinese woman. She actually left Wuhan and come over to Britain. Now she's in hiding in a hotel somewhere in London because these people have leaked stuff about what happened in that laboratory. So it's quite scary what people know and what they're trying to tell the rest of the world. You know, these people who do know stuff. Listen, conspiracy theorists and conspiracy theories are called that because that's what they are, the conspiracy theories. But I absolutely love talking about conspiracy theories. So I'm off tomorrow. I will speak to Michael tomorrow, and if he thinks it's a good idea to set a channel up on my own, or me and Michael can have another channel together, because listen, I always prefer to work with Michael on the channel. You know, Michael, you know, we used to do single videos on our own. Michael do his, I do mine, but I've said this a couple of times now to Michael. I think we work better together than what we do on our own.
I massively disagree. I prefer it without John. Yeah.
You know, he's messing.
Yeah, I mean, John, I mean, I'll tell you now, mate, by all means, I'm more than happy to set up a channel. The Blue Boys Conspiracies, brilliant. You see, got it. There's the name already.
Steve Broughton, Steve Broughton's really into this. Mike, let's have a chat on your stream about current events and what is really going on. for the way Steve's been talking tonight, he knows a lot more than me and you. So it'd be absolutely fantastic if we get this channel set up. Our first guest on it will be Steve Broughton.
Yeah,
without a doubt, Steve.
Yeah,
without a doubt. If you're up for that and we get this channel off the ground, you're more than welcome to come on.
Yeah. Blue Cali, by far better than Toffee TV, the Blue Boys Network, the People's Channel. Well, we'd love to hear that, mate. We love that.
I like that.
Colin Benwell. So, Mike, did you give John a red card last week? I didn't.
No, do you know what? Me and Michael have never, ever fell out.
No, we never would.
Me having a sabbatical was nothing to do with Michael, just so people know.
That's correct. Because if it was, he wouldn't fucking be here now. Mark Perry, been with you from the start. Please don't do the Patreon and charge to videos. Fair enough.
Abigail Barfoot, the whistleblowing doctor in Wuhan, died of COVID. Did he? There's another conspiracy theory. Did he?
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Adam
Smith,
John, oh, you've already answered that. Right, let's go to the start of these comments, because I'll tell you what. Oh, we are. Look who's back. It's the Mighty Blues. Here he is. Guess who's back? It's Cam from the Mighty Blues. Here
all right, Cam.
How are you, Cam? Absolutely smashing it, lad. We're just doing a little watch along, but to be honest, mate, we haven't really watched the game at all. We're answering conspiracy theories at the minute. Something you're right up to. Cam actually set up a channel to discuss conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And he hasn't. You have not followed it through like I told you to. So get back on that fucking channel, Cam. There you go. So, make a stand. I think conspiracy theories can be dangerous, as sometimes lead to misinformation. Just my view. Yeah. Well, the problem is you can never prove them. So you never know. Yes, yeah. Steve Broughton, it would be a pleasure to speak.
But it's a good conversation. A conspiracy theory. Yeah, they can be misleading. They can be full of misinformation. But that's why they're called conspiracy theories. You know. And listen, 9 out of 10 of them are probably wrong. But they're called that for a reason. There's got to be something in it. I
always say there is no smoke without fire. And if enough people say something, I tend to believe it's true.
You look at how many doctors there's been on YouTube talking about this virus.
Oh! Just back to the game briefly. Burnley have just had the ball cleared off the line from Spurs there. Burnley almost went 1-0 up. Ball's come over. I think it's a decent header, and I think it's Alderweireld who just twats it off the line. That could have been 1-0 to Burnley, that, and it's a free kick to Spurs 25 yards out. Harry Kane is fucking fuming with his Spurs team.
Yeah, there's been a few doctors who have put videos on YouTube and they've actually been took off. So what does that tell you? A fella called Carl Hannigan is quite high up in the medical profession, I think.
Harry Kane gets it off the line, heads it off the line. Whoa.
It hasn't gone in, has it?
No. Damien Hagan, user quality, fellas. Keep it up, and I'd be up for that channel. It sounds like a lot of people are up for it. Steve Broughton, it would be a pleasure to speak to the both of you, and would be a privilege, to be honest, mate. By the sounds of it, be our privilege. The Mighty Blues, love a conspiracy. It's just finding the time to get it done. Busy with the Blues being boss. Other than that, yesterday, absolutely. Get Cam on as a guest. To be honest, right, and I'm going to say this now, getting Cam on as a guest is a fucking nightmare. Because every time I ask him, he's busy. He's recently had a new puppy. I know he's doing videos with Toffee TV as well. So look, I appreciate, he's got a decent slot with them on a Thursday, I think, talking about the reserves. So I appreciate he's very busy, but Cam knows I have supported him from the start, and I'll continue to support him whatever decision he makes. But yes, it would be good to have him on very occasionally. Up the fucking toffees. At the end of the day, you can use your brain and search for information online and research for yourself, make your own mind up, or you can turn on the 6 o'clock news and be drip fed utter bollocks. Absolutely.
Well, you get told what to say, and this is the thing with the news. I've said this all along.
We've hit 100 viewers. There we go. We've done it. We
Thanks,
have
Bob.
done it for a game that is fuck all to do with Everton.
Oh.
We have hit 100. I know they got close then. We have hit 100 viewers. Thank you, guys.
Just one before they go. Mark Perry is going to bed now. He's off to the land of Nod. Cheers very much for joining us again, Mark, on this. That was only put together 15, 20 minutes before.
Tap into those brain cells. Tap into the pineal gland and unearth that fucking stuff you can do. Have a
good tip, Mark.
Turn yourself into Matilda and manage to get things fucking flying across the room, Mark. Go on.
Damien Hagen. Here's a conspiracy. Princess Diana's death.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. That's...
Here's another one for you at the Twin Towers. That'll be my first thing to talk about on the video, the Twin Towers.
Yeah, and this series will end very quickly because President Trump will probably shoot John.
Oh, I'll be trumped.
Brilliant. Absolutely. Well done there, John. I don't think you're going to get enough credit for that line there, mate. You said it off the cuff. That's marvellous. Blue Kelly, there you go. You can have a whole panel of you discussing conspiracy theories. Would be great. Maybe we could stick that on Patreon.
Which? The conspiracy theories?
I mean, I don't know. I've never thought about trying to make loads of money from the channel, and I'm not saying I want to make loads of money from anyone. That's not what it's about. But maybe people want to watch that sort of stuff. Maybe we do that separately because it's not football related. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Steve Broughton says he will support the channel financially if we go ahead with it. Thanks very much, Steve. As I say, it is something to think about. Obviously, me and Michael will have to sit down and talk about it.
We'll do it. I mean, fucking hell, we'll do it.
Yeah, it's getting the time. I mean, I have changed my job now, so I don't go to bed at fucking 7:30, 8 o'clock anymore.
Yeah, and look, this is something that we can do our own videos about because John can talk about a topic that he wants. We can do an upload once a week. We can do a video once a week, and you guys can tune in and tell us what you think. That's it.
Steve Broughton, an insurance policy was taken out before the Twin Towers came down. Son scored for Tottenham 1-0.
Yes, he has. It's a good finish as well. That is.
Yeah, I've got a lot of conspiracy theories about the Twin Towers. Things like, I don't think there was any planes because every person who died in the Twin Towers was named. You didn't hear of one person who died on a plane. The footage that you see was very grainy.
Oh,
I actually don't think.
Unbelievable. It's a Harry Kane assist again. He nods the ball on and Son sticks it in the net. The two are there. It's a great goal, that is. Harry Kane flicks it at the sort of 18-yard box. Ball jumps over the sort of the Burnley players in the middle of the 6-yard box and Son diving in makes it 1-0. And again, it's another assist for Kane. They're up to 29 combinations between them. They're playing really well together.
Yeah, you think about a plane that's traveling at 250 mile an hour and it stopped dead in the middle of the Twin Tower. I'm not being funny. It would have come out the other side. For me, there was no planes. They were blew up from down below. There wasn't one, and I don't mean this to sound racist, there wasn't one Asian in the Twin Towers that day. They got told to take the day off or not to come into work.
There we go. Ant Partridge, is there a conspiracy theory linked to Everton being top of the league? Brilliant.
It's something we can talk about.
Fuck's sake. Stephen Burton, insurance policy taken out before towers come down. Eugene, 1-0 Spurs. Phil Mason, did you see the video? Creepy Joe Biden forgetting he's standing against. Yeah, I think I know the video you're on about. Yeah, to Smithy, I love that last half hour of this has been absolutely nothing about football. Honestly, the majority of it's been nothing about football. I've barely watched this game. And who's coming on for Spurs there? Who's that? Oh, Lo Celso, number 18, Lo Celso. Paul Butler, I'd support the new conspiracy channel as well. Steve Broughton, Paul Butler, sorry, I'd support the new conspiracy channel. Steve Broughton, research project of the new American century. Hollie, Finally, we have awoken. Paul Hewitt, John, it was on the telly.
Bitch.
Don't know. Eugene McGeever, AC Milan 3, Roma 3. What a game. Joe Crowley, will Burnley recover? Do you know what?
Yeah.
I think Burnley have got a goal in them.
I do.
Hollie, Limbs, Hollie, Dr. Tottenham still in force. They'll end 1-1. Phil Mason sending kisses to our Hollie. Oh, we know you are, Phil. We know you are. Steve Broughton, no one will ever talk about the third building, do they, John?
Here's another one for you. So the Pentagon apparently was hit by a plane. The size of the hole in the Pentagon and the width of a plane and the height of a plane wouldn't have fitted in that hole. There was no debris off a plane. A missile was fired at the Pentagon. You know. Here's another one. Steve Broughton. The Simpsons had the 911 magazine before it happened. The Simpsons have also had Trump getting into power, and they had an animated sketch of Trump standing at the top of the stairs in the White House with his missus in The Simpsons. That same picture is the picture that was published when he got into power. Also, COVID-19 was mentioned in The Simpsons years ago. I don't know where they get their stuff from. You know, obviously, I haven't got a clue, whoever writes that, but something's not right. And, you know, it's a poor world that we live in at the minute, folks.
Paul Burgess, set one up, one on brand new tube. I'm guessing set up a new YouTube.
Paul Hewitt says the planes hit the towers. John, yeah, maybe they did. I just find it hard to believe nothing come out the other side. You know, it was just funny the way they fell. There was definitely explosives at the bottom of them. You blow an old chimney up, you put the dynamite at the bottom and it falls straight. They fell straight. They're built to withstand earthquakes and everything, but yet they fell straight. Maybe a plane did it, and it wasn't the planes that actually brought it down. There was explosions. I don't think they would have fell with just the plane. I think there was something at the bottom.
Can John bail the vapes just putting oil in your lungs?
To be honest with you, I don't have it nowhere near as much. I don't take it to work with me. I'm out the house for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, and I don't take it with me. So brilliant. It is just
absolutely brilliant. Jabs 1469 changed the score, Mr. Brummy Snowman. Absolutely marvelous. Absolutely brilliant. That. Oh, that's fantastic.
Paul Hewitt, the writer of The Simpsons, is a time traveller. There you go.
There you go. Steve Broughton, let's get this channel set up. Everyone will back this. Let's make this happen. Hang on. There we go.
Paul Burgess, most misinformation comes from the government. This is what I was saying before about the news channels. They only publish bad news because no one would watch the news if it was good news. That's why it's always bad news. They get told what to say. They never say anything good. This is another thing. Why has the government and the ONS and Public Health England, why have they never published the people who've recovered from COVID, had the numbers? Because they said they were going to and they haven't. Now, apparently, they've put the flu and the COVID deaths as one. So we don't know who's dying from what. It's like the scientists, I think it was Whitty and Valance, I think it was, who said if we didn't do something about it, there'd be 49,000 cases a day come the middle of October. We didn't even touch that. They're not even doubling now. You know, I think compared to last week, England itself, I don't look at Monday to Monday, Tuesday to Tuesday. I look at it per day, but it does seem to be plateauing at the minute. Maybe they've killed enough people now. I don't know. Chili Baboo, loads of conspiracy theories about flat Earth, Area 51, landing on the moon, false, etc. Right. The Earth's not flat, it's round. Area 51, I believe there's something in Area 51. And I believe
they've confirmed it. They've confirmed it. The US government have confirmed it. They've released videos of F-22 Raptors, I think it is, chasing an object in the sky which flies straight into the ocean. So we can do that. We can put clips of that on our videos when we're doing this.
The landing on the moon, false, etc. I believe I believe no one's ever landed on the moon. If they landed on the moon that long ago, why are they only just talking about it again now? Why haven't they done it before again? Definitely no one has landed on the moon, in my opinion.
Shout to Ant Partridge here. Anyone see Super Kalen Grant's goal tonight? Come on, you baggies. I did see the goal. It was a phenomenal goal. He sort of takes his step out of his feet, releases the ball a little bit, takes it away from two defenders in the middle, and absolutely thunder twats it straight above the goalkeeper for Brighton. Absolutely hammers it. Credit to him.
To Smithy, you can see mini explosions as the buildings start to fall, John. Definitely dynamite explosions. Yeah, I've said that. Steve Broughton, I'm going to give you so much content for this new channel and do whatever I can to help you out. Much appreciated, Steve.
If we do a video a week, setting this channel up, do some real research for it, we could do that. I can tell you what my first video will be. So we can do it together and we can do it separate. So we could do a video a week each and we could do a video together. So there's 2 videos a week on the channel. My first video on my own will be whether Hitler survived, because I've got a fantastic guest who will come on, a guy that actually wrote the book, The Grey Wolves, who did the history box set on Sky, Gerard Owen, who actually subscribes to this channel. I've got him on Facebook. I speak to him all the time, and he will come on our channel. And he's a leading expert, a world leading expert in the conspiracy that Hitler survived.
Paul Hewitt, if you have COVID but recover, but die of something else later, the death is put down as COVID. So they have a 28-day cut-off now. They have a 28-day cut-off, apparently. So if you get tested and within that 28 days you get hit by a bus, it goes down as COVID because they can't do a post-mortem on you. So you could get tested with positive and on the 27th day die of something else and it goes down as COVID. I think we're the only country that do it like that, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but there's a question for you people. Why do we? Adam Smith, we really need to set up this channel, Steve Broughton. We have never been the moon. There is no wind on the moon. Exactly. Mark Smith to Smithy. What's that got to do with football? I might have missed something there. And Partridge, Thunder Twat, love it. Eugene McGeever, water on the moon could sustain a lunar base. Possibly. And damn, my comment won't fit, says Phil Mason. And Ditchy has just popped up there by saying, hi, boys. Sorry, didn't know there was a watch-along for tonight's game. Well,
to be honest, mate, it's not a watch-along. We're talking, it's a Q&A conspiracy session.
Yeah, we're talking about the Twin Towers. We're talking about COVID.
Oh, it's fucking marvellous. Fabian Delph, bit off topic, guys. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about football again. Why are you coming to a football YouTube channel talking about football, Fabian? What are you doing? Bit off topic, guys. But would you ever play FIFA again on the channel? It used to be a good laugh. I think we would. Yeah, I think we would. The issue we have is it's having the time, and obviously we've both got kids, so it's not like we can be sitting there screaming our head off, which trust me, we do. And it be like you just can't get away with it. Do you get what I mean? Because genuinely, I would be one of these guys that would sit in my garage absolutely losing my shit, smashing keyboards off monitors.
Steve Broughton's just give us a donation there of £2, and he says, let's get this channel set up. Cheers, Steve. Thanks very much.
Yeah,
mate.
Cheers, Steve. Thank you for that, bud.
Appreciated. We will get it set up. We'll speak about it, and we will. If we don't get a video out this week, we will start it next week.
Yeah, what John said, absolutely bang on. We need to do some stuff on branding and stuff this week, John.
Paul Hewitt says what you said, Hitler survived.
Yeah. Mark Smith, what's this got to do with football? Very little. Very fucking little, Mark.
UTFT, John F. Kennedy Jr. is still alive, do you think?
He got shot in public.
Mark Smith says he's getting upset. Can we start talking about football again, please?
Well, we've tried. I mean, we've tried.
We did try. To be honest with you, there's only 3 minutes left. There's not much happening in the game, to be fair. Looks like Tottenham are going to win at 1-0.
Yeah. Andy Manns, Mike, if you're doing Hitler, also cover his obsession with the Holy Grail, the Spear of Destiny in the Ark of the Covenant. Do not worry, because the Ark of the Covenant is actually under Oak Island, which is in Nova Scotia. So trust me, I've got plenty of conspiracy theories myself. Honest to God. Adam Smith, Stephen, completely agree. Phil Mason, Elvis. Yeah, I think he's alive.
6 times, you know, fella. John, my dad died of COVID. Listen, I'm sorry to hear that. I am really sorry to hear that. Thoughts with you and your family, mate. I hope you're okay. I'm not saying COVID doesn't exist. Because as I said before, I don't know if you were on the stream.
My uncle died of it.
Yeah, my brother and my sister-in-law got tested positive for it. My sister-in-law was in bed for 3 days. So listen, it does exist. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. But what I'm saying is I do think it was man-made for reasons. And that's the whole topic of the conversation when we're talking about COVID. It does exist. It's killed a lot of people, you know, and it's a very, very sad thing that's happened to your dad, mate. And again, you know, condolences to you and your family. It does exist. You know what I mean? I just think it was made for a reason. Blue Cali, lads, looking forward to this conspiracy content you're talking about. Fabian Delph says, what's the first video on the new channel going to be? Well, I'd like to talk about the Twin Towers to start off, but to be fair, people did mention Princess Diana dying. You've got the 9/11 Twin Tower attacks. Michael's got a few things to talk about. So, you know, poor tackle that. There's plenty to talk about. You tell us what you want us to talk about. You know, the chances are we'll probably have a topic and we'll come on here and it'll completely change throughout the video.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know, Phil Mason says you could do it on Patreon. I think the only problem you'd have with that is you probably wouldn't get as many views if it was on Patreon.
No, you wouldn't.
No. And listen, as I say, Phil, we don't, you know, it's not about the money for me and Michael. It does help. Don't get me wrong, it does help. But if it means getting more views and more subs off it, then we prefer to do it just on the normal channel.
Yeah.
Mark Smith, United still on the pitch. I think Solskjaer could go within the next month, in my opinion.
Yeah, so could I.
Blue Cali says, is there a game on? Well, yeah, there has been. There's 3.5 minutes to go now.
There's 3.5 minutes left. We've completely missed it.
Wait until you see the fucking match reaction.
Oh, we're not doing one of them. Jesus Christ. What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again. Spurs have beaten Burnley 1-0 at Burnley, and that's the end. See you later to our guys.
It'll be a very interesting channel, says David. Jason Gleaves. UF only. My Facebook channel will give you lots of information. I'm not on Facebook, but I'm sure Michael could check that
I'll
up.
have a look.
Eugene Geaver, do 80s TV shows, the Wonder Years. Michael won't remember them.
Well, I wasn't born for a start, John, so no fucking wonder.
Sue Smithy, good night, boys. Going to watch the soaps now. Would love to make an appearance on the channel at some stage, give you the Irish point of view. Have a good one, boys. Cheers, Smithy, mate. Enjoy your soaps. I'll have to get mine and catch up tomorrow on my day off, because Emmerdale's getting really interesting.
Brilliant.
David Prescott, Maggie Thatcher still alive. Brilliant. She's definitely dead. Hollie Bomber, I've missed some good conspiracy talk tonight. I'm gutted. Well, Hollie, we are thinking of making a channel up to do just on conspiracy theories. So if you want to come on, if you've got any theories, you want to chat to us.
I can't believe this. Along, I said to John, I text John at 7:10. Shall we do? There's another donation, Steve Borton. Thank you ever so much, mate. Really,
I thought he just got in from work, hadn't I?
Oh, I said, let's do a watch along tonight for the Burnley Tottenham game. It might get us a few new subscribers, and it's a game of football that we can watch together. Plus, John can come back in. And genuinely, we've spoken about conspiracy theories for 94 minutes. It's just fucking brilliant.
Eugene McGee says, do a quiz night some night.
Yeah, we could do a quiz. To be honest, I actually was going to do a quiz at half time, but I ended up really needed a drink because James Ditchfield, when's the new channel starting?
It'll probably be next week, won't it?
Yeah, be next week. Should we do it as a should we do it as a Sunday upload, John? Every Sunday.
Yeah, we'll do a Sunday.
We could call it Blue Boy Sundays.
Blue Boy Sunday Conspiracy Theories. We do it at 7:30 of a Sunday.
Yep.
That'll do me. Steve Broughton, again, the donation, he said, let's get behind this new channel. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Thanks for your donations tonight, my mate. Mark Smithy, hopefully Ole is useless. Yeah, I think the job's too big for him, to be honest, Mark. David Prescott, UFO think they are coming here. Not that surprised me this year, to be honest, David. Not absolutely would surprise me. Hollie Bomber, yeah, do it. Sounds good, and you'll think I'm insane. We already do, Hollie. Blue Cali, the match reaction is a conspiracy. James Ditchfield went to new channel start. We've answered that. Eugene McGeever, the game is over now. And Andy Mans, guys, start the new channel on Halloween. When's that? That's Saturday.
It's not a bad shout, is it?
Saturday night.
That just sorry to talk about football again, but I mean, fucking hell. Spurs have just beaten Burnley. 1-0 game is finished.
We can also talk about VAR being a conspiracy, says Colin Benwell. Hollie, we're going to read a couple more comments out, guys, because me and Michael have got a game of FIFA to play. What a boring game, but we won't. Right off to make a video on that shambles. See you all soon. Thanks very much for coming on, Hollie, while you were watching your team. I do appreciate it, and we will speak to you soon. Adam Smith said you could just call it the Blue Boys Conspiracies. Yes, we could. Paul Butler dropped a donation there, £3. Thanks very much, Paul. Do appreciate it. Mark Smith says Leeds are rubbish. Mark Smith, United are great.
I've got a conspiracy for you guys. You can tell me what's going to happen in the next hour. My missus and my son is away. Here's me dog. What do you think's happening to her?
Brilliant. See? Paul Hewitt says this has been your best stream so far.
We've not spoke about football. Honest to God. I tell you what, so in this stream, we found out that we've been in Paddy Fandin oil videos.
We've got a penile gland.
We've got a penile brain. We've got a penile something in the fucking brain. Gland, that's it. Fucking, there's all sorts of conspiracy theories. And we've had some great donations. So guys, what a fucking stream. And look, this hasn't got as many views as we normally do. It hasn't. But you know what I'm going to say? This has been really, really, really fun tonight, I must say.
Wait until we start the conspiracy theory videos.
Oh, fucking hell. Aunt Partridge, my dog's already tried it with her tonight. She's fucked already, literally.
Right. I think we are going to leave it there. Up the Toffees.
Norman Road is a Leeds fan, just so you know. So if you fancy coming on for a little bit of a Everton Leeds preview, Norman, you're more than welcome. She is a little girl. Her name is Lula. She is lovely, aren't you, girl? Say hello to everyone. Say hi. And do you know what she can do now? She can do high five, which is fucking brilliant.
Up the Toffees says it involves peanut butter. Please don't forget to turn the camera off, for fuck's sake.
EFC, DZN, the ratio and KSI earlier. Yeah, I ended up getting ratioed by a fucking duck. John doesn't even know what a ratio is, so don't fucking worry, John.
Adam Smith, Steve Broughton is the man. Yet Steve's brought a lot to the. You listen, you're all out. It's been a great conversation. Steve Broughton. I reckon Steve Broughton's going to have some absolutely fantastic conspiracy theory videos to do with us.
Oh, look, John, call it BBC without the license. Brilliant.
Big Black.
Fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Fuck's sake, man. Eugene McGeever.
No, I don't get. Call it the BBC without the license.
Blue Boys Conspiracies. Fuck my life.
Oh yeah.
Honest to God, you see what I have to work with. Fabian Delph, Mike, where get your Sevilla shirt from? We got our shirts from. Yeah, we got our shirts from GetShirtyShop.co.uk. They sponsored us and they'll continue sponsoring us. They
I also got one if you missed it before, Fabian.
Yeah.
So what it is you go to their Twitter site or you go to the link that Michael had just below his chin. Then you pay 30 quid and you get a box like this and you don't know what's in it.
Brilliant. John showing the address to the world.
There is a 10%. There is a 10% discount if you use the discount code DCL is God, and you get your box and you open it and you don't know what you've got. And I got the Marseille home kit from 2019-2020 season. Fantastic quality. Real labels, as you can see, and there is the top.
Yeah. You never know what you're going to pick. It's a mystery box shirt, guys. So it's a great idea for Christmas, to be honest. You could pick up anything.
My missus wants that because it'll be a nice size for their pregnant belly. So she's going to start wearing it now I've opened it.
She can wear it for me.
Right. Last few comments. Paul Butler, can Lula play on the left wing next week?
I can certainly tell you she can play with balls really well.
Brilliant. And Partridge says, good night, God bless. And to you, mate, have a good kip. Mark Smith, Spain.
Oh, just a quick one. He's not going to be sleeping right now, Ant. Absolutely no chance.
Paul Hewitt, night lads, great show. Cheers, Paul. And Carl Molyneux, I bought one. I'm waiting for my shirt to arrive. Should be here in a day or two. Yeah, let us know what you get, Carl, as well in the next video.
Yeah, man.
James Ditchfield, John and Michael are on form. Yeah, we always are, mate. Phil Mason says, smart that, John. It is. Georgie boy, I got a bloody jigsaw.
Brilliant.
Mark Smith, Everton rubbish, United are better. Come back at the end of the season, Mark, and we will see where then both teams finish. But I fully expect us to finish above United if Ollie is still driving that bus.
AJ and his dad, I hope I get a Liverpool top. I need a new arse rag. Brilliant. Fabian Delph, what if I get a Liverpool shirt? Then you get a Liverpool shirt.
Joe Crowley, good night, lads. Good night, Joe. Andy Mans, great video, boys. Catch you in the next one. Yeah, you sure will, Andy. Thanks very much for joining us. And last but not least, Mark Smith, you'll get a United shirt. You don't know what you're going to get. That's it, folks.
Madness, and that's been a great stream, and it's been a really enjoyable. So make sure you come back in 5 minutes time for the match reaction as we go. I'm joking, fucking hell, we couldn't do a match reaction to that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, guys, look, so there's a lot of food for thought for us. We have been in form. It's been great, to be honest. I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. We spoke about conspiracies. We said all sorts of amazing fucking stuff. So we will set up a channel for conspiracies. There's no point not doing it. If you guys want it, we'll do it. Donations will really help, because when we do start doing these scary videos, which we will fucking do, I'm telling you now, we will do. We will go to some scary locations and do a lot of stuff for you. We're going to need equipment. So that's just me being honest. We will take whatever money we get out of this channel and put it in that channel, of course, but we will need your help. There's no getting around it. So look,
the views have gone back up, but there's comments flying in. Carl Molyneux will let you know, lads, they excluded England, so at least they won't get a Liverpool shirt. Phil Mason, Brill, Adam Smith, make sure you make this channel. Mark Smith, no, there's only one United, and it's not Leeds. Well, as I say, I think Everton will finish above Man United. David, when we seeing the channel, possibly the end of this week. Fabian Delph should do a weekly watch along for the game, which is an Everton, lads. Yeah, well, that's what my idea were tonight to turn into this. AJ and his dad, loved you boys. AJ and his dad, how do I make a donation? There's a donation link.
Yeah. So, well, it's not even that. If you're on YouTube right now, your screen, if you're watching on your phone, I'll just show you what it looks like so you can see. So if you're watching on your phone, there is in the live chat a little dollar sign just there. If you press that dollar sign, you can super chat, you can super sticker, and you can decide how much you donate. So there's other amounts in there. There's all the way up to
keep scrolling. At the bottom one's £1,000. So
it's not.
No.
So yeah, guys, Jesus Christ, I've absolutely loved this stream.
Yeah, it's been really, really good. We are going to leave it there. AJ and his dad, if you do give us a donation, if you do find out how to do it, it is much appreciated. Like all the other donations we've had tonight, every bit helps, whether it's little, whether it's £1, £2, £5, £10, everything goes straight back into the channel for equipment.
And that's what we can do. With the One Football stuff, we can put all of that money, and all of the money that we make, we can put it towards your channel. So we can do that. So yeah, we just need your help a little bit because we will need to buy Geiger meters and all sorts of stuff. But we will do it. That'll be fun.
Fabian Delph says he'll donate £1,000 if Everton win the league. Jesus Christ, come on, Everton.
Jesus Christ.
Everton Botches, can I create a mini clip Blue Boys channel?
Yeah, by all means, go for it, mate. Go for it.
Yeah. Right, we are leaving it there, folks. The views are dropping now. Obviously, people have had enough of us. It is 10:05 in the evening. So we are going to leave it there. Sorry we didn't talk about football, but I think this stream was more enjoyable than that game for us to talk about. Thanks very much for the donations, as we said. Don't forget, get over to the shop, getshirtyshop.co.uk.
Massive shout out to AJ and his dad, $4.99 there. Everton all the way. And we love you too, mate. We love you, AJ, and your dad, mate.
Yeah, don't forget, get on Twitter and search Get Shirty. You can purchase there, 30 quid. Use the discount code DCL is God. You will get 10% off. You don't know what you're getting until the box comes. Let us know in the next comments if you do order any, what shirt you got. We are going to leave it there, folks. Thanks very much for joining us.
Just this last one. Who runs the Out of Context account on Twitter? I don't know.
We don't know.
I haven't got a clue.
We don't know.
I've tried to find out. A lot of people think it's me, and I swear to God, I haven't got time to do it. So I have no idea who does it.
No. But we will find out one day, and they are really good.
You say that, but honest to God, I must have asked whoever it is, I must have asked them about 15 times. I have a suspicion it's a lad called Zach off Instagram, but I don't know for sure, but that's who I think it is.
Yeah, AJ and his dad, done, lads. Yeah, we did get it. We have just said thanks very much. Listen, we are going to leave it now there, folks. Carl Molyneux, looking forward to your next video. Good night. Good night to you, Carl. Good night to everyone. Thanks very much for joining us, and we will be back, and we will see you through the week. Cheers, folks. Are you going to end it?
How did you know I haven't ended it?
Because it still says live in the top left-hand corner.
Okay. Well done. I'll see you soon. Peace.